Traders, we got a great video today. The one, the only, the ascending triangle, the pattern that's been here longer than any of us. We're going to go over how you can benefit from it and make some dough. Also, towards the end of the video, I'm going to be revealing who won the giveaway of the course, so stay tuned for that. Let's get into the video. I want to preface before we dive into this to always predefine your risk before you ever enter a trade. Professional day traders, they focus on the risk. Gamblers focus on the money, the profits. You want to focus risk. Know where you're getting out before you get in. In other words, plan your trade, trade your plan. Adhere to your rules, embrace the risk, accept the results. Do not adjust your risk parameters mid-trade as a lot of amateur traders do. Stick to them. Let's dive in. The ascending triangle pattern is just one piece of the puzzle. We do three types of analysis: fundamental, technical, and trader analysis. ASTS popped up this morning with news. AST Space Mobile and Verizon announced a strategic partnership, some keywords you want to look for, with $100 million from Verizon to provide direct-to-cellular AST Space Mobile service when needed for Verizon customers. So good news right off the bat this morning. You can see here at 7:30, the stock went from about 5:30 up to 6:10. We started seeing a little profit taking. The stock opened up this morning at a price around 6:15, and then it saw some more profit taking, a sell-off, which was actually really good for this stock. So it could U-shape, do a red to green move, and have some continuation and momentum behind it. Now, a couple things to look for. A, we want to see a retracement of the stock, roughly 10% or more. What it did right here is a good sign of health. The fact that it pulled back. We don't want to see something go straight up because the faster the move, the weaker the trend is, and it's liable to break a lot easier. It's like the rubber band effect. The fact that this retraced a healthy amount, very good. I mean, it stayed above the VWAP, volume weighted average price, so it's still bullish on the day, and we start forming this trend. So we start slowing down, consolidating, another sign of health to look for, the consolidation. And what a lot of people like to look for in this pattern is to buy at the break. I'll show you an example of that. With the ascending triangle breakout pattern, the buy signal that a lot of gurus out there are going to want to tell you is to buy at the break for a volume push up. I'm not a fan of that. That's not entirely where I'm going to aim to target my entry because, again, I'm looking at this from a different perspective. I'm not looking at it for profits on that push to scalp it or potentially be involved in a fake out breakout. And time again, I've seen fake out breakouts where you buy into this and then the stock elevators down from short sellers and just a ceiling of resistance, and you're immediately down a lot of money. I prefer buying at support where the elevator down is an unlikely situation. I'll show you that in this example with ASTS. In this ascending triangle where we're making higher lows, where I'd like to buy in at is once we have formed this bottom trend line, where I'd like to get in at is at the bottom trend. Because again, I'm thinking about my risk. If the stock doesn't work out, and a lot of times they don't, well, I have tight risk. It's very well managed and it's very minimal. You can get in on this bottom trend line, and what I like to do is scale out up into resistance in case of the fake out breakout, and then hold 25 to 50% of the remainder of my shares. If you would have done that, sold half at 740 from a 690 position, you're up about roughly 50 cents. There's a few other things you could do. You could recycle shares, as in, let's say you get 1,000 down here, you could sell 500 on the break, and then as it pulls back towards prior resistance, now support, you could add your 500 shares back into it to continually recycle those shares. But this was a great sign of health. What you want to look for on the volume chart is for essentially the stock to go sideways. Sideways is very good. You want the volume to kind of teeter out. You want it to just kind of steadily go up and down. It's a sign of health, forming the higher lows. And you would like to see an increase in volume back up towards that resistance area. Most of the time, these stocks on the ascending triangle patterns, they do break on the third try. Sometimes it could be fourth and fifth, but most of the time it's going to be the retest of the highs and then pull back towards the trend, and then the third time, that's when we want to see the increase in volume in the break. Oftentimes it is that third time. You got to be careful buying in on the momentum, experiencing the FOMO, because we do see the profit taking. The stock was up about $1 in pre-market, so of course we're going to see some profit taking, but we see exactly the level that ASTS came down to on the lower shadow here. It was actually right around some support levels from pre-market. So those are key levels that you can be mindful of when you're planning the trade and trading the plan. All right, traders, let's get into the giveaway. My latest video did fairly well. Avoid blowing up your day trading account. We had a lot of people liking the video, 74, but not very many people commenting. So if the few that did, you got pretty good risk reward here. And I'm actually going to start at the lowest number provided, which is 58, and the max is going to be the highest number provided, 77. So best of luck to you. 69, 68, 64, 74, 77. Mr. Roru, you are the winner of the course. Go ahead and email me, averydaytrading@gmail.com, and I will send you over your free copy of it. Traders, I hope you learned something from this video. Ascending Triangle is here to stay, so it's best to just learn how to trade it now. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comment section below. I'm always happy to help. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Traders, we will see you guys next time.